Hey YouTube, Nick Chumchall here. I recently picked up the Glock 17 Gen 6 and wanted to give you my initial impressions. I have about 300 rounds on this gun. A little about me, I've been a longtime gun collector, occasional shooter. My norm would be go to the range 2, 3, 4 times a year. And recently I've been wanting to get more into shooting, just getting better at shooting. And most of my pistols are smaller size, more compact, and wanted to get more of a full-size gun. And that's what kind of brought me to this Glock 17. Luckily, they just came out with the Generation 6, and it was looking really good. So it was right off the top, one of the first guns I was looking at. The other gun I was looking at between this was the Smith & Wesson 2.0. It was the metal. I was looking at the Performance Center. Really looking at all their line. There's so many guns in that line, it's almost confusing. But I kept going between both of these guns, and something kept bringing me back to the Glock. I don't know if it's just the Glock name. I've had Glocks in the past. I actually have a 17 Gen 3, and I'd use that gun, but it needed an optic cut. And if I was going to go the Glock route, I just figured, let's just get the new one. It looks a lot better, feels better in my hand. And it will honestly be less money than me selling the other Glock than putting an optic cut on that older one, because it didn't have an optic cut, and I definitely knew I wanted a red dot. But I did shoot both the Glock, actually 45 Gen 6, and one of the Smith & Wessons, and I just decided to get the Glock. So here is my new Glock 17 Gen 6. And there is no magazine, no bullets in the chamber. We're safe. So, my initial impressions on this gun. I really like it. It shoots good. I love the grip. I think it's great compared to the older generations. It fits my hand really good. I guess the grip is a little bit more filled in here on the sides, and it fits my hand really good. I do have the medium back strap, and that seems to fit my hand really good. I like this back strap too. It feels good. I know a lot of people are kind of, I guess, not excited about it because they're used to not having that back strap, and I guess pulling out of the holster, it's slowing them down a little bit. But for me, just starting out, it feels great. So, you know, it's been really good. Out of the 300 rounds, I have not had any failures. The only thing I have had is a couple times the gun has failed to lock back after I shoot all the rounds. And I don't know if that's just from me putting my hand on this mag release here. It might be, I'm not positive. But that could be. I'm going to shoot more rounds, and I'll get back to you on if that's still becoming a problem. Some of the upgrades I put on this gun right away, I wanted to put a red dot, and it was between this Trijicon SRO and a Hollow Sun. I'm going to put the model on the screen right now. It's one of the real popular ones. I've had a lot of good experience with Hollow Sun, but something brought me towards this Trijicon. I really like the round window. I think it's pretty cool coming from a square window all of a sudden to a round window. And Midway had this actually on sale, so that helped a lot with the decision. I also got a light on the gun. It's the SureFire XC3. I really like the light. I was torn between one of the X300s and this light, but I ended up going with this light just because it sits more flush with the gun and doesn't protrude further, past the gun. Is that I think I made the right choice. I really like this light. I know it has enough light, but I know I'm a little limited on holsters. SureFire says this is compatible with all the TLR7A and X lights. So I just did order a holster from T-Rex Arms. They're one of the only ones that actually say they're compatible with the XC3. It's one of the out the waistband holsters. So I will let you know how that fits. It should be coming in a few days, hopefully next week. Let's see, what else here? The trigger, it's good enough. Right now I'm just starting out, so You know, I think my SIG triggers are a little bit nicer. The flat triggers, I feel like they have like a nice wall and break a little bit cleaner. But I'm getting used to this Glock trigger. I do want to probably upgrade eventually to one of the like tactical triggers. Hopefully the Glock performance trigger will come out for this gun, or even the Apex. So I'm still looking into that. But for now, I think this trigger's not holding me back. You know, I'm just getting my reps in with it and practicing. So everything's good there so far. The only other upgrade, I think I want to put one of those brass plugs in here to add a little bit more weight to this gun, just to help with the recoil. Not that the recoil is really a problem, but might as well. I also did put an aluminum plate on under this Trijicon SRO. I'm going to put the brand, it's the same brand that makes the brass inserts on the screen, but I was buying the Red Dot, so I might as well just go ahead and put a good plate there. Don't have to worry about it anymore. This has been a good gun though. I really like it. I'm happy with my decision. I think if you're on the fence, you can't really go wrong with Glock. You know, if I don't like this gun, I can always sell it and not gonna really lose any money. So it's been super good, reliable. It's feeling good, and I'm happy. So if you're on the fence, I think go with it. You know, you're not going to go wrong with the Glock. I plan to have another review like 1,000 rounds later. So I'll hit around 1,500 rounds. I'll give you my further impressions, let you know what I think about the gun. If you have any questions, just go ahead and comment below, and I'll get back to you. And yeah, if you like what you see, I plan to have more reviews on outdoor gear, guns, knives, EDC stuff, all of that like. So if that's what you're into, you know, come along for the ride. I appreciate you being here, and see you on the next video.